Sir, do you stand up for women and them in the womb?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Do you stand up for women in the womb?
Stand up for women in the womb?
Yeah, as opposed to it being okay to kill a woman in the womb, because today is Women's Health Day. So I wanted to ask the question: what are your thoughts on abortion?
I am pro-choice.
You're pro-choice.
I am pro-choice.
Okay, what does that mean to you?
Women should be able to do whatever they please to do, whether it's abortion or not.
Okay, is it their body that's being like taken out, or is it somebody else's body?
It's somebody else's body, but
Okay. So a woman should be able to do what she wants with her body, but not somebody else's body. It's tough, right? Like,
yeah, it is a tough. I mean, that's just what I think. I mean, I know there is a lot of stuff to it.
Sure.
But everybody can't agree on one thing, you know.
Right. But we should agree that it's not okay to like kill a baby, though, right? If it's a baby, we shouldn't kill it, right? Or should we?
That is true, but there are some situations where the woman, I mean, if the woman can't afford to raise the baby, then they're gonna put a baby through a miserable life. Actually, I see what you're saying, but
but we shouldn't kill a baby just because they'll have like a mediocre life, right? Like if you had a mediocre life, like when you were 2 years old, does your mom get to kill you?
Nah.
No, of course not, right? That's a little silly. Like, so I would just tell you, like, I'm a Christian. I would encourage you to like choose life. Like, there's no reason to kill a baby in the womb. There's not one valid reason that we should kill the child for maybe the crimes of the father. We should stand up for life. Like, we may not have uteruses as men, but we have spines. And so I would encourage you to like just think about these things, like kind of wrestle through with like the conclusions of your worldview. And if you're not a Christian, like, my name's Jay. I'm out here talking to people all the time. If you ever have any questions, I'd love to talk to you. But thanks for talking. What's your name?
Quaid.
Quinn?
Quaid.
Quid?
Quaid.
Quaid. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks a lot. Hey, man, you want to talk about abortion? What are your thoughts on abortion? Should it be legal?
Yes, I think it should be legal.
You think it should be legal? Okay. So when is it okay to kill a baby in the womb?
Well, I think there's a point that it gets where it's developed enough. Or wait, when is it okay? Or when shouldn't you kill it?
Either one. Good question.
So,
like, where's your line basically? Is it okay all the way up to like?
it's definitely not okay in the 4th trimester.
Okay.
It could be really, it's a fully deformed baby at that point, so it's
Sure.
a little dangerous. But when it's still in its inception, and it's still sort of in the womb, I guess I honestly don't know that much about babies' development, honestly. But I know that by the end, they're more developed, and it could be a little bit. Because if it's right coming out.
Yeah. If it's what?
If it's coming out, like, obviously then it's not right.
Right.
And before then it's not, there's not too much of a line right before it comes out of the womb either.
Yeah.
So, I'd say sometime in between when it's first
Do you
accepted and when it's born. Sometime. There's a line somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah. So if you're not sure where the line is, isn't it wiser to err on the side of caution?
What do you mean by that?
So if there was a building that we were going to demolish and we were not sure if everybody was out of the building, should we really make sure that we check every room for life and make sure that there's no life before you hit the button to like blow the building up? Like, you want to be sure, right? And so if you're not sure, you want to make sure that you say, all right, I'm going to err on the side of caution as opposed to that. And so because like a lot of scientists are disagreeing, like when life happens, we should err on the side of caution because the Christian worldview, I'm a Christian, and the Christian worldview is that, and it backs up with science, is that life starts at conception, that somebody has their own unique DNA from the union of a sperm and an egg, is separate from the DNA of the mother, separate from the DNA of the father. And just because somebody is smaller than you, like, we shouldn't destroy life just because they're smaller. So the developmental argument would say, well, they're not as developed as me. They don't really look like me yet. They kind of look like a little dinosaur, but they're their own DNA, unique person, right? What do you
mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. You should definitely check, you know, you should take a good look, but I still kind of am against having an abortion be illegal just because there's other reasons besides the baby being like developed, just because, you know, sometimes women should have control over their body, I think, to an extent. I think, you know, a woman should be able to, if it's in their body, they should have some kind of say in what goes on with it. So I understand what you're coming from. Like, you can't really know when the life starts. Are you saying you can, right at conception is when you're saying?
Correct. Yeah, correct. The inside, the fetus, the baby that's inside the belly, though, is like not the woman's body, right?
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not. So it's its own DNA, right? We go back to that again. It's unique and separate from the mom. And so when we say, like, you know, it's her body, it should be her choice, but it is a separate body. It's a completely separate body.
I have a question for you then. I mean, could the baby survive without the mother then? If it's a completely separate entity, they're kind of the same.
Well, you could use that argument on like a 1-year-old or like a 6-month-old, like outside of the care of the mother, like they wouldn't be able to survive. And so, like, just because they can't survive based on the mother doesn't give us the right to kill a baby, right?
I don't think that's true, because lots of children don't have their mothers. They are cared for by their parents.
By themselves, though. Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
but a fetus by itself couldn't be cared by someone that's not their mother.
Right. And so
it's not
we
really
still.
the same, I don't think.
Well, it would definitely be the same if we are saying, like, you know, the baby can't take care of itself. You know, if we had the science, like, to take care of like a 6-week-old, like we certainly would, right? We would try to like strive to like protect What's that?
We can take care of someone who's just born, a 6-week-old baby. You can take care of it. You give it formula.
No, I mean 6 weeks, like in the womb. I'm sorry.
Oh.
if we had the science to take care of a 6-week-old outside of the mother,
I mean, that'd
we
be a totally different situation.
Right. But like, we shouldn't kill a perfectly, like, you know, healthy human just because they can't take care of themselves or that they're less developed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know, if you ever have other questions, like, my name's Jay.
Okay.
Like,
nice
I go to 4 Oaks. I'm in town. I'm here preaching the gospel all the time, so you may see me out here. Cool. What's your name?
I'm Joe.
You're Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks for talking.
No problem.